Stories like this make my blood boil, okay? Madison Bergman, let's put a picture up on the screen here. Madison Bergman is a teacher in Wisconsin who was recently arrested for having a makeout session, an inappropriate relationship with one of her students who is in the 5th grade. Guys, if you don't know, 5th graders are 10 years old. Okay? And I want to be very clear. This comes right off of the heels of this whole nonsensical viral man versus bear conversation. This story is being called, if you look at the title here, they say she made out with the student. And tell me when, if a male teacher did this, we would call it making out. Why is it not called SA? Why is it not called all the other names for what is far more appropriate, abuse, etc.? Instead, it's called making out when a woman is doing it. This is not uncommon, okay? This is not uncommon. I have numbers here to show you. Females, especially in the administrative roles, are the biggest abusers of children in this entire country. So this is something that should not be downplayed as just making out. I'm tired of seeing story after story of little boys being abused by women and it not being taken seriously. This woman here decided to not only SA multiple little boys, but she launched an adult content creating career off of the idea of her doing that. These are the stories that are not being talked about. And the feminist agenda does not want to talk about these things because then it would paint all of this in a different light, and you would then understand that men and women in all races are all capable of very negative things. This story here is one that really hits home for me because I feel as though I report on these kinds of stories very, very often, and it is just so unusual that we ever actually get results. So it says here, a 24-year-old Wisconsin elementary school teacher was arrested on Wednesday for allegedly, quote-unquote, making out with her student. Guys, again, why are we calling it making out? Little boy, the 11-year-old boy, he was 11, not 10. The 11-year-old boy came to light when his mom overheard him on the phone, okay? And that's usually how these things are found out. It takes a really attentive parent to really notice a change in their child's behavior. He's 11 years old. Do you remember when you were 11 years old? Do you remember how you were when you were 11? And a 24-year-old predator is coming around trying to take your son and do Lord knows what. And then this is the same woman who will then turn around and go on TikTok and talk about how all men are scary and I can't walk down the street at night and I just feel so unsafe going to my car and all the other nonsense that they're being fed from Disney and being fed from CNN, the talking points. I can't go to my car. I can't walk down the street, right? But these kind of stories, where's CNN? Where's Tommy Loren? Where is Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar? Where's everyone who make segments on how scary and terrible men are and ignore female issues? This here is not the first. These two stories are not unique. This is a trend in this country, and it's painting a very dark picture that there's only one thing for you to be afraid of, and that's right-wing white men. That's just not true. There's so many issues here, but this is the agenda. The agenda right now is to get you to believe that the numbers show all men are scary and all women are innocent. But this story here is direct proof that even if a woman was in the woods with your 11-year-old child, there's no telling what she would do.